Hey everyone, here's a question from Ganita Prakash of a class 7. This is working with fractions chapter. I'm doing third figure it out. This is second question. The question is, the government has taken 1/6 of Somu's land to build a road. What part of the land remains with Somu now? She gives half of the remaining part of the land to her daughter Krishna and 1/3 of it to her son Bora. After giving them their shares, she keeps the remaining land for herself. And here we have three questions. We have to answer this three question. What part of the original land did Krishna get? So if you see here, the government has taken 1/6 of Somu's land to build a road. So let's assume that the whole land is 1. We always assume that 1 is the whole number. If whatever the part it is, it could be a thing or object and a place, we'll assume it as a 1 as a whole. Out of this 1/6 is taken by the government. So we'll subtract the 1/6. We are subtracting because it's been taken away. So what is left? So the land remaining with Somu will be 1 minus 1/6. You have learned how to subtract fraction in your 6th class. Now 1 is a whole number. We can write this as 1 over 1 or 1 by 1. Now to subtract this further, we have to take the LCMs of the denominator because they are unlike fraction. LCM of 1 and 6 is 6. Now we have to make the denominator same. For the first one, the denominator is 1. Therefore, I have to change for that. So we have 1 in the numerator, 1 in the denominator. We have to make denominator 6 because LCM is 6. So we have to find the equivalent fraction such a way that we get 6 in the denominator. To find the equivalent fraction, that either you can multiply or divide. So if I divide 1 by any number, I will not get 6. So I have to multiply. 1 times what number will give you 6? This 6, right? 1 times 6 is 6. So multiply 6 in the numerator and in the denominator. Minus, here for the second fraction we have 6 in the denominator, therefore we will not change it. Let's keep the 6 there. That fraction will remain same. So this is equals to 6 by 6 minus 1 by 6. Now denominators are same. I'll solve it here. We get 6 minus 1 by 6, which is 5/6. So 5/6 the part is left with her. So I'll erase this and I'll write it here. Again, there is very less space. I hope it's clear how we got it. So this is equals to 5/6. So 5/6 part is left with her. Now let's look at the question. What part of the land remains with Somu now? So 5/6 part is left with her. Now let's look at the three questions given. What part of the original land did Krishna get? So here Somu gave half of the remaining part of the land to her daughter Krishna. So Krishna got half of what is left with Somu. So this is our first equation. So Krishna's share, or let me write, Krishna gets half of the remaining land or remaining part. So half of the remaining land. So half is 1 by 2. Half of means you have to use multiplication here, times the remaining land. Remaining part is 5/6. So you have to multiply it by 5/6. Now you have learned how to multiply fractions. You have to multiply the numerator and denominator. If possible, first you have to simplify. Here we cannot simplify because 5 is a prime number. It's not divisible by any number except itself. So we cannot cancel this. So multiply. 1 times 5 is 5 and 2 times 6 is 12. So Krishna will get 5/12 share of the land. So this we know. Let me write here 5 by 12. This is Krishna's part. She get this much land. Let's look at the next question. What part of the original land did Bora get? So how much she gave to Bora? 1/3 of to her son. 1/3. So Krishna get half and Bora gets 1/3. So we have to multiply it by 1/3. So I'll erase this. I'll find the second one. So Bora gets 1/3 of the remaining land. Remaining land is the one after the government has taken the land. How much land is left? 5/6 is left. Of 5/6, 1/3 she gave it to Bora. So 1/3 of means multiplication of the remaining. What is the remaining? It is 5/6. So you have to multiply. 1 times 5 is 5. 3 times 6 is 18. So Bora get 5/18. So let me write here, this is 5/18. Now we know the shares here. Let's look at the third question. What part of the original land did Somu keep for herself? So she's left with 5/6 part. Out of this 5/6 part, she gave 5/12 part to Krishna and 5/18 part to Bora. So after giving this land to Krishna and Bora, how much is left we have to find out. She also gave 1/6 of the land to the government. We have to include this too. She gave 5/12 to daughter and 5/18 to son. So we'll add these three fractions. We'll come to know how much part of the land she gave away. Once we know that, we can subtract that from the 1, which is the whole, to get the how much land she kept for herself. So first we'll add this three fraction. We'll first find how much she gave away. So total land taken by Krishna, Bora, and also the government. We have to include that government land which is taken, Bora and government. We'll add these three fractions. First we have taken the Krishna. So Krishna got 5/12. So we'll first write 5/12. We'll change it. Let's write 5/12. First fraction is 5/12. You can take this in any order. Since I've written Krishna first, I'm writing 5/12. And Bora, he got 5/18 part and government took 1/6. So we have to add all this. To add this, the fraction should be like fraction, but here we have different denominators. They are not a like fraction. So how to make them like fraction? To do that, we'll take the LCM of the denominators. Here we have 12, 18 and 6. We'll take the LCM of 12, 18 and 6. Here these three numbers are multiple of 6. So they are divisible by 6. So we can take 6 here, first number. 6 2s are 12, 6 3s are 18, 6 1s are 6. Now 2 and 3 are prime number. We can take 2 first, 2 1s are 3, write this in the next step, and then 1. Next is 3, 3 1s are 3. So we have 1 in the last step. We can stop here. Now multiply the factors. 6 2s are 12, 12 3s are 36. LCM is 36. This means we have to make denominator 36. Here we can see in the first fraction we have 12. This 12 we have to change it to 36. So find the equivalent fraction such a way that we get 36 in the denominator. We know that 12 times 3 is 36. So we have to multiply the numerator and denominator of the first fraction by 3. So we'll write 5 times 3 and 12 times 3. And in the next fraction we have 18 in the denominator. Now 18 times 2 is 36. This means we have to multiply the numerator and denominator by 2. So multiply 18 times 2 and 5 times 2. And in the third fraction we have 6 in the denominator. And we know that 6 times 6 is 36. This means we have to multiply the numerator and denominator by 6. Now multiply. In the first fraction we have 5 and 3 in the numerator. 5 times 3 is 15. We get 15 by 36. And in the second fraction we have 5 and 2 in the numerator. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 by 36 plus 1 times 6 is 6. We get 6 by 36. Now you can see that all the fractions are like fraction. We can add the numerator. Keep the denominator same. It will be 36. and now you have to just add the numbers in the numerator. So we'll first try the denominator, it is 36. Now add the numerators. 15 plus 10 is 25, 25 plus 6 is 31. So we get 31 by 36. This means if we divide the land into 36 equal parts, she gave away 31 parts to her son, daughter and the government. Now we have to find the remaining. So to find the remaining, there are, like, it's understood that out of 36 parts she gave 31 parts. How many parts are left? 5 parts are left. So answer will be 536. But now if you want to show this in a calculation, I'll explain you this how to do it. So we have to subtract this 31 by 36 from 1. We'll always consider 1 as a whole. So here 1 will be the whole land she had before. So land left, or the land she kept for herself, will be equal to, we have to subtract here from 1, we'll subtract 31 by 36. You can also write the answer directly, like you understood that out of 36 parts she gave away 31, 5 parts are left, so answer will be 5 by 36. Or you can subtract in this way. 1 we can write it as 1 by 1. Now make it like fraction. To do that, we have to take the LCM. LCM of 1 and 36 will be 36. So we have to change the first fraction with 36 in the denominator. So find the equivalent fraction. Multiply the numerator and denominator by 36. So 1 times 36 will multiply in the denominator and the numerator, and then second fraction we have a 36 in the denominator. We don't have to do anything there, write the fraction. Now this is 36 by 36 minus 31 by 36. We are subtracting like fraction, so denominator will remain same. You have to subtract the numerator. 36 minus 31 is 5. So 5 by 36. So this is how you can calculate, or you can directly do it. You understood that out of 36 parts, 31 she gave away to Krishna, Bora and government. So 5 parts are left. So out of 36 parts she left for herself, she got only 5 parts. So 5 by 36 is the answer. I hope this question is clear. If you have any question or doubt on this question or any chapter or a concept, you can drop a comment. I'll try to make a video on it. Thank you so much for watching.